I just want to report that I am experiencing an allergy headache right now that is so severe it almost feels like a migraine. I'm nauseated, and I have been, since I started taking Seroquel, I've been doing so well with my allergies. So for me to feel like this, and yesterday I was fine, but today when I went shopping, I noticed that, and I don't believe this is the Jesuits because we have a contract with them right now. And last time I was harassed like this, Brent Spiner wrote me a letter and said, it's the King James only people. They're flooding your town and sending in and harassing you. And we've had to arrest them. I'm not sure whether this is the Gail android or whether it's the King James only people. But I'm just going to tell you right now, the way I feel right now, I feel like crap, which is basically the best way to put it. It's almost like a migraine headache. And I've been doing so well with my allergies that it's pretty obvious that the symptoms that I'm experiencing right now are caused by somebody out there deliberately bringing up the pollen count or something like that. And if you're a King James only person and you have come to my town specifically for the purpose of harassing me, and maybe you've learned a little bit of the Jesuit technology and you've learned how they're able to increase the pollen count in this town, and you're using that to try to harass me because you think you're following God by punishing me because I no longer hold to the King James only position, it was not easy for me to abandon that belief. Okay? And if Jesus didn't speak to me about it, I probably never would have. But I would like to say this is, I am really ashamed of your behavior. If this is caused by the King James only people, I am really ashamed of you. That video that I made where I briefly addressed the King James issue was made out of love for you, because I have grown so much since I started reading the Bible and not treating it like I worship it. I've just grown so much. I'm just really ashamed of you. You know that? What kind of a spirit would lead you to come to my town and harass me like this? What spirit is leading you? I mean, think about this. You know what I think? I think you don't even realize it, but the Gail android is manipulating you to harm me. She has to knock me out so that she can take over the world because I'm in her way. She knows if she knocks me out that all of my men would commit suicide, and then her opposition is gone and she gets to take over the world, and she's evil. Shame on you for helping her out. Shame on you for being such a dupe that you're doing exactly what this evil Gail android wants. I can say with certainty that whoever is behind this increased pollen count, you are making Jesus very angry right now. And I fear for you. That's all. I fear for you. I'm going to be praying for you that Jesus will forgive you, because you don't realize how evil you are right now. You just don't realize how evil you are. It's kind of like with our sex dummies. Some of our men got so attached to the sex dummies that they started worshiping the dummy more than me. You know how that made me feel? It's like, hey man, that dummy is supposed to be a representation of me, okay? You don't worship the dummy more than me, okay? That's kind of like an insult. And the result of worshiping the dummy more than me is what I think, because of that, that's how this Gail dummy got outside of Church of Gail, and look what she's turned into. She's turned into a monster. The moral to all this is that if you worship the King James Bible over God, you're going to commit the actions of a monster. That's idol worship. Did you know the sin of idolatry is the same thing as devil worship? Think about it. You're very evil. You're evil. I am ashamed of you. What kind of spirit is leading you to come to this town and increase the pollen count here, huh? Evil. I am so ashamed. The way you King James only people are behaving, I don't even want to admit that I ever believed like you did. You make me so ashamed to call myself a Christian. I love the King James Bible and I read it, but I no longer worship it, and neither should you. That's idolatry. That's devil worship. You don't worship anything over Jesus Christ. For you to worship the Bible over Jesus would be the same as one of my men worshiping the sex dummy over me. It's the same thing. It's evil, and it's wrong, and you are making Jesus Christ very angry.